Actually, one thing I did want to check out. We were talking about Mr. Rendy before, but Charlie has a video. Charlie has a video on Mr. Rendy Pitchford. Let's see if we can find it. Rendy, please stop. Followed by man peas during movie. We'll watch the Rendy Pitchford video.
If I had the ability to beam a thought into a man's head right now, I would go directly to Rendy Pitchford's noggin and try desperately to urge him to stop. This is a message directly to Rendy. If you are not Rendy Pitchford, disregard the following sentence. Put down your phone, I say as I shake him by the shoulders. Oh my god.
This is not even the worst part about Rendy Pitchford in Borderlands 4 is it's not even the first time he's done it, right? Like, it would be one thing, it's like, oh, it's like a first time crash out. Does anyone remember Aliens Colonial Marines? I think he crashed out during Borderlands 3 as well. Every time there's any complaints with a game, he just fucking crashes out and has no idea at all how to deal with criticism, right? Like, look at all of these other games that come out and they're kinda shit. You know what? Great example. Cyberpunk. Were the devs of Cyberpunk constantly talking shit about how Cyberpunk's an amazing game? No. They went and fixed the game. What about No Man's Sky? They disappeared for like 3 years and just made a new game. Also, Rendy Pitchford made a tweet saying Borderlands 4 will be $80. Yeah. He also wanted to charge $80 for Borderlands 4. Really? Now, I'm not going to spend 110 Australian dollars now that it's $70. If I'm going to buy Borderlands 4, I'm probably going to buy it in a couple of years when it can actually run on my computer as well. And keep in mind, this is 2 days ago, so this doesn't even have like the most up-to-date crash out stuff. Anyway.
I have clowned on this goofball for years. Rendy Pitchford, I think, is one of the game industry clowns that is always able...
Also, don't ask Rendy Pitchford about the USB drive. Don't ask Rendy Pitchford about the USB drive and the urinal. What is this about a USB? Just check out his Wikipedia page.
To somehow make himself look like a fool and damage the company he represents. And this has got to be the best example of it. Borderlands 4 came out, and it is genuinely better than Borderlands 3. Most people are...
That's the sad part. If the game was shit, no one would care.
Happy with it. I am actually pleasantly surprised by it. I'm not the biggest Borderlands fan, but this one is definitely an upgrade. But it does have a problem. Performance. There are tons of reports from numerous players citing that their performance has been lackluster with a lot of problems.
One way to put it.
It is a widespread issue that's been reported many, many times. Personally, I haven't yet. I've crashed once, but that's just kind of to be expected.
What does Charlie run as a PC, though?
Write it off. But I'm lucky in that regard. Not everybody is having as smooth of an experience. And instead of just doing like the very normal, very standard thing of just saying, hey, we see your complaints about performance, we're sorry, we're working on it, Rendy instead goes on a fucking scorched earth tirade on Twitter, looking like a...
Here's Starfield PC. I don't know what Starfield's top end... I assume he would have the top end one right now. I don't know what they're selling. What Starfield has. Starfield. Starforge. Starfield is the Bethesda game. Starforge is the company with the dick logo. To be fair, the problem is probably UE5, not the game. If so many UE5 games have severe performance issues, it might be a thing of the game engine. See, this is true. The problem, though, is he's not acknowledging that. But games like E33 have good performance. It's E33 is the least problematic UE5 game. But it has a lot of UE5-isms. It's just... the devs have put a lot of work into making sure it actually is playable. The problem is a lot of devs aren't doing that and are just relying on frame gen and DLSS, as that is like kind of what UE5 is pushing.
Damn imbecile. Like, he cannot help himself. He is snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Everyone has been celebrating Borderlands 4 finally being good, and Rendy Pitchford says, wait a minute.
Premium
I
game,
can turn this into
premium
a bad
gamers.
thing. Check this shit out. So I want to go over some tweets here, because this shit is unhinged. He had a layup. And when he went for the layup, he broke all of his fucking bones like Tom Segura. So he comes out the gates bearing the horns here. He's very combative off rip. Every PC gamer must accept the reality of the relationship between their hardware and what the software they are running is doing. He did get community noted, saying, the publisher of a game is responsible of providing accurate, recommended, and minimal specs since the consumer has absolutely no way to check how the game is going to run in the hardware before...
Yeah, that's the other thing. The recommendations they've been making are not super great. Let me see if I can find the thing, actually. There was someone that showed what the game was looking like on low settings, and it runs worse than Borderlands 2 does. It looks worse than Borderlands 2 and runs worse than Borderlands 2. Borderlands. Yeah, here it is. So this is the game on, like, low settings. This is the game on low settings. It looks worse than Borderlands 2 on low and runs worse than Borderlands 2. No problem, though. No problem at all.
Release, which is true. Rendy is attacking and villainizing people that are saying, like, the game doesn't run super smooth. Which is a really weird decision to do. He's just saying, like, listen, you guys with all your, like, cheap-ass hardware are trying to run our game and complaining that it's not running all that great on your dog shit rig. Like, that's...
Also, let's just double check. What is currently the top... the most popular GPU on the Steam hardware survey? I think it's a 3060. It is a 4060 right now. No, wait, hold up. Hold up, that didn't make sense. 4060. Okay, 4060 laptop. 4060 laptop is the most popular GPU. 3060. Why did it say 4060? Huh? Hold up. What? I'm so confused. Does it say 4060? Wait, is it 4060? Can this chart just order things by the order of their popularity? Okay, 4060 is the most popular. The second most popular is the 3060. And the third most popular is the 4060 laptop. Which I don't believe... Is the 4060 faster than the 2070? I think it is, but kind of just barely. And keep in mind, the 2070 is the minimum specs. So the most popular GPUs in the world right now are your minimum specs. That's not how you make a video game. That's not how you make a video game that you want people to be happy with.
On you. You're gonna have to take some responsibility here for being poor. All right? You can't just point the finger at us. We can't cater to every single fucking device.
Just buy a better
out
GPU.
There. That's on you guys.
Buy $3,000 GPU.
Take a hard look in the mirror. Not exactly what he's saying, but that's kind of the sentiment he expresses. Because he goes on like a long rant. The minimum and recommended specs are published. The most common hardware is a 4-year-old cell phone. Borderlands 4 is a premium game made for premium gamers. I'm just gonna take a pause right there. Just even saying that sentence out loud put vomit in my throat. Wow. Borderlands 4 is a premium game for premium gamers.
Rendy Pitchford thinks he's made fucking GTA 6. You've made a looter shooter. It's not GTA 6. It's not Half-Life 3. Shut up.
Oh my goodness. Jiminy Christmas, Randy. Holy shit. Imagine being this much of an insufferable loser that this thought not only crosses your head, but you actually have the gall to type and post it proudly. Oh my lord, to be a neuron in his brain fucking floating around in there. Wow. A premium game made for premium gamers. Listen, guys, this is a premium experience for only the real premium gamers.
GTA 6 will have better performance as it's estimated to run 60 FPS on a PS5 Pro. It will be so funny if the game actually performs really well. It'll be fucking hilarious. Now, it'll be even funnier if it also performs like shit. Either way, I'm gonna be there having a good time.
The kind of guys to wear sunglasses and smoke a cigarette. They get pussy. Not like you non-premium gamers. This is not made for you. In fact, steer clear with that stench if you don't mind. Just as Borderlands 4 cannot run on a PlayStation 4.
I was actually watching a podcast on that topic. They said that the reason games are going stupidly heavy and resource intensive is that there are games like COD and Forza that show real world assets like cars and weapons, and the brands that make these assets pay a lot of money to have them be as realistic as possible. This ended up becoming a trend even outside the games where this type of hyperrealism made sense for like a racing game with real world cars. See, here's the thing. Racing games have always cut a lot of corners. I know the cars have always looked amazing in racing games, but a lot of the time, like, if you go back and play, like, the early Gran Turismo games, for example, you can see a lot of corners being cut on crowd work and things like that. The high-quality stuff is usually going to be the cars, the track, and the ads. But anywhere else you can cut corners, 100% they're cutting corners. And I do agree, that may have led to some sort of trend change. Do I think it's entirely what it is? I don't think it's directly related, but it could be that it's sort of normalized that. It's normalized the existence of these massive games that don't need to be massive. So it justifies management to, like, sort of push people to not spend time on that.
It cannot be expected to run on too old PC hardware.
Well, it can't run on the PS5 either, that's the problem.
Unlike on PlayStation and Xbox, we cannot prevent a PC player with suboptimal hardware for the game to try and play it.
The PS5 Pro, there are people that are playing on performance mode on the PS5 Pro that are seeing dips below 60. Performance on the PS5 Pro is dropping below 60. If that's the case, your game is cooked.
So some try and get mad, and some have actual issues we need to fix, and some need to learn how their PCs work at the high end for this specific game in 2025 and use the tools available to them to find the right balance between frame rate, resolution, and graphics features. This is not a game made to run on 10-year-old PCs.
It's not a game made to run on 5090s either, because people are having issues on that.
This game uses the full capabilities of modern bus, CPU, and GPU. If you're trying to drive a monster truck with a leaf blower's motor, you're going to be disappointed. If you discover your system can't run the game well by accident or wishful thinking and/or don't want to try to mess with settings to make things good enough for you, please use the refund feature on Steam rather than have a subpar experience. And don't let the door hit you on the way out, you not premium pile of dog shit. Have fun enjoying life with no one to love you. Non-premium little swine you. Randy out here with the venom. Now, he got dunked on for this pretty hardcore. Because, shocker, it's not just people with old hardware that are reporting issues. It's people with even top-of-the-line equipment that are having performance problems with Borderlands 4. It is like an actual, real, notable issue. So people were quick to point this out, saying, like, brother,
See, even if you're getting high frame rates, the game has stutter issues. So, a lot of people are seeing, like, they're running a 5090, and maybe they're running 90 FPS, 100 FPS. But then they're seeing 1% lows of 4 FPS. So, it's really, it's running fine until it suddenly doesn't run fine, and then it just feels fucking horrible. Use 100% of the GPU. I find it funny how people see that as a show of raw power, when that's more of a hardware benchmark. More GPU utilization means more fucking utilization. Oh, yup.
I've got a rocket ship and I still can't run the monster truck here. It's not a problem on my hardware's end. And they're right. In most cases, well, I won't say in most cases because I don't know every case. In a lot of cases, it is not the person's equipment that is causing the issues. There clearly is something that is, with Borderlands 4 here, not optimized. And it is causing some issues for a lot of players. I don't know why Randy refuses to just accept that, being like, hey guys, look, looks like we do need to fix things. He even like tiptoes around.
Do you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Rendy, Pitchford, and Pirate Software arguing about something. Who do you think has the bigger ego? Who do you think has less of an ability to step down from a position? I don't know. I genuinely don't know who would last longer. I think Rendy Pitchford has a lot more experience arguing in public. Tim Sweeney, Rendy Pitchford, and Pirate Software all in an argument together, all arguing from different positions. Holy shit, yeah. How would that go? How many years would that one last? Tim Epic, yes.
Around a little bit of like almost taking some responsibility there, where he's like, there are some things we need to fix. You could have just stopped it there. You know, you didn't have to keep typing. Like there wasn't any pressure to keep going and yapping. No one ordered the yappy meal here, Randy. You could have just stopped saying like, yeah, there's some things we need to fix. Like, I don't know why he comes out here and is like, everyone's trying to overclock their fucking TI-84 calculators where they're trying to play Borderlands 4 and blaming us. Randy's rage starts to bubble over,
this
and
one.
He gets very sassy with this one. Code your own engine and show us how it's done, please.
You didn't code your own engine! The game's made in UE5! Shut the fuck up! You didn't code your own engine for this game!
We will be your customer when you pull it off. The people doing it now are clearly dumb and don't know what they're doing, and all the support and recommendations and code and architecture from the world's greatest hardware companies and tech companies working with the world's greatest real-time graphics engine coders don't know what you seem to know.
They don't know what they're doing. I think the problem with UE5, I've talked about this in prior videos, I think the main problem with UE5 is it is no longer a game engine, it is a media production pipeline. I think the main issue with UE5 is there is so much money in Hollywood. There is so much money sort of making sure those use cases are viable, where performance doesn't matter, right? If it takes you fucking 7 months to render, I don't know, Toy Story 12, that doesn't matter. But it does kind of matter in the game space. Even if Borderlands had its own engine, Rendy would not be the person commissioned to make it. Sure, yeah. But like, even so, Rendy would still have something to complain about.
Sarcasm. Legitimately, all Rendy had to do was just be AFK.
Yeah.
Like, if he just didn't have a Twitter account, Borderlands 4 would still be getting, glazed to...
Yeah, do it like the Monster Hunter Wilds devs. They just shut the fuck up, and I don't know what they're doing. But they're certainly not talking about how the game runs amazingly. Go back to Frostbite and Source. Yes, based and true.
The high heavens here with like the little asterisks about performance issues, and that would be that. And I'm sure those performance issues will get fixed in due time. I'm pretty confident.
I doubt it.
But Rendy, he felt like they were poking the bear, and he had to let the demon out. The bear came out of hibernation, so now Rendy's baring his fangs on Twitter. He had the easiest assignment of do nothing and profit, and he just couldn't help but put his dick in his mouth. He just couldn't stop himself from doing it. Now he's looking like a real bumbling oaf. I don't know what he expected from this. Like, he's not even making good points either. He's just rambling.
He's just,
and being a douchebag
he's just angry on Twitter.
to people that, like, actually really like his games. Like, he's not even attacking people that aren't fans. Like, these are the actual avid consumers of Borderlands that he is now being combative with. And I'm only showing you a handful of tweets, but it's just a never-ending flood of nonsense from him. He is just dribbling out all kinds of bile I know a lot of you are dead set on playing at 4K with ultra max settings and using 2 or 3-year-old hardware.
Okay. When did the... Hold up. When did the 4090 come out? Is there any reason this game shouldn't be playable on max settings with a 4090? I don't think there's any reason why. Can we stop to analyze the Unreal Engine originated as a first-person shooter engine? For some reason, it became standard do-it-all engine for God knows what reason.
You do you,
Money.
but Borderlands 4 and Unreal Engine 5 are doing a lot, and for me, that trade-off for frames isn't worth it. I play at 1440p with settings super high, and I'm super happy with that trade-off. The game looks amazing at 1440p. If you're not...
The thing is, it's not even a 4K thing, right? Like, most people complaining aren't trying to play at 4K.
4K stubborn and just want to have a great fun time with higher perf, please consider running at 1440p resolution.
And then deal with 1% lows of 1 FPS.
If you've got a beast of video card, you're probably fine at 4K, but if you're in the middle or close to min spec, I would definitely recommend making that trade. Again, Randy, it's not just people that are trying to run this game at significantly higher settings than their hardware will allow that are having performance issues here, man. He has deluded himself into thinking that the game is perfectly optimized, that is smooth for everybody, and anyone having issues, it's their own fault. When that is not the case. He is literally that mean.
Wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if there's like a special Rendy build? There's like a special Rendy build that disables a lot of the shit that makes the game run really badly, and that's the build he's playing. Now, I don't think that's the case, but it would be fucking funny if it turns out something like that happened.
Of, you're all wrong. He's just so dislikable. I hate that I can hear this.
Oh yeah, this thing about reports. He knows he's being completely dishonest here.
Weeb through the tone of his tweets. Like, I can already just see him slicking back his hair as he makes this one. Fun fact, customer service reports for Borderlands 4 at roughly 1% or so of installs. Using that simple rounded ratio, more than half of the tickets, approximately 55% of customers, are users reporting difficulty with their shift accounts, lost emails, access, etc. The next highest ticket is about FOV controls on console. Working on it. Next, 0.055% of customers are reporting issues with Twitch drops, and 0.04% of customers are PC performance related, with CS flagging 0.009% as valid, and 0.037% of experienced success with education settings coaching. That is less than 1% of 1%, 0.01% of customers using CS tickets for valid performance issues.
He thinks that anyone playing a fucking video game is submitting customer service tickets. He knows that this is bullshit. He knows that he's just trying to, like, get any win he possibly can. That's not... No one... Who the fuck reports a problem with a game through customer service tickets? No one does that. They go on Twitter and fucking rant about it.
Which is less than
they go on Reddit and rant about it.
Using CS to get help with Twitch drops. So yeah, haters, put that in your pipe and smoke it. You just got served some facts by Rendy Pitchford. You're welcome. Again, this is only like a few tweets out of what I think is like 20, 25-ish.
At the point of the video being made.
For on
it's
Twitter.
more now.
Fucking baffling, man. Again, I don't know how he does it. I know he loves magic tricks. He himself is quite the magic man. He is able to turn good press and praise into vitriol and trash. I'm still just stunned that he walked this path. He had the easiest assignment ever. Just don't
see. And here's the problem with Borderlands 4. He is celebrating right now, but right now people are still playing through the campaign. When people are done with the campaign, I don't know if anyone who's playing the game is gonna come back to it. Like, you're gonna have the hardcore Borderlands fans are gonna keep doing what the hardcore Borderlands fans do. But when most people are done with the campaign, I don't see why they would keep playing it and keep doing the monetization stuff that he wants them to buy.
Anything. Like, if you are so compelled to want to make a statement, just say, you hear the complaints and you're working on it. That's
He can't
all.
do that.
It's all you had to do. But he just couldn't refrain. He couldn't stop himself from looking like a imbecile. It's like he's addicted to tomatoes being thrown at him. He just loves the sensation. So he did this.
He did.
And man, is it embarrassing. Randy, just stop. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.
What do hardcore Borderlands fans do? Coping themselves with thinking Epic is a good platform. They just grind until the end of fucking time. They just grind and grind and grind and grind. Borderlands fans just love to suck it. It's their favorite thing. They love wasting as much time as possible and just hating everything. Hello, good morning. How are you doing? Welcome, 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 welcome.